Marketers have only recently realized that in a world where everyone already has everything, people do not need the things or services themselves, but the sensations, impressions, feelings that they experience when buying and owning these things. Now everyone is trading impressions, starting from supermarkets and ending with expensive brands. This is the rule. Impressions are the main thing applies to all other spheres of life. We do not want and, as it were, love other people, but our emotional states, feelings, new qualities that manifest themselves in the presence of significant and desirable people for us. We love the new energy that appears inside us next to another person. It changes us from the inside out. Often we do not even understand who lives next to us, because we love only our feelings, states, sensations that we experience next to him, and not him. That is why we know so little about our loved ones and do not know how to love. We go to expensive restaurants, boutiques, as well as theatres, concerts, not so much to eat or join the arts, but to feel different, more worthy, more meaningful, more perfect people. In a word, to rise energetically and vibrationally. And it turns out that the world is ruled by energies, not by people and the law. The energies of iconic places, charismatic people who create these places or work there, perform, sing, dance, tell us something, penetrate us and lift us a little above the level at which we live. Why do people buy paintings by some artists for absolutely crazy money? Why do rich people, corrupt officials, all kinds of thieves and large-scale scammers need these paintings? Obviously, it's not because of a craving for art. For example, Van Gogh was considered mentally ill during his lifetime. It is known that he cut off his ear with a razor in the city of Arles in the south of France in 1888, and today his painting The Ploughed Field and the Ploughman is worth $82 million. Tons of other paintings by equally talented draftsmen gather dust in the workshops, no one buys them. And this Van Gogh painting is bought and outbid by various ploughmen. For what? Do they really want a little of his craziness or to understand the intricacies of high painting? Nothing like that. They want his highest vibrations, his high-frequency energy. By constantly coming into contact with it, having a picture at home, the rich rise vibrationally, ennobling their animal nature and animal instincts. The high vibrations of this painting by this artist are a pill for stupidity and greed, a magical elixir that, after acts of theft, is able to heal a damaged soul and lift it up. Yachts, palaces, and gold jewelry used to be considered signs of strength and greatness. Today, most people in the world consider these signs of violence against other people. According to these signs, rapists, thieves, bloodsuckers, sick people who live by exhausting everyone else are immediately identified. Van Gogh, like many other people of art, geniuses went crazy because they could not bear to be in a stuffy environment of greed, violence. They were suffocating, the environment was killing them, and through art they were looking for a way out to divinity. And they found it only in creativity. That is, by manifesting the qualities of God the Creator in themselves through painting. They did not paint for sale, but to survive, to breathe in and out. Otherwise, they would all go crazy at once and die, suffocated by the pettiness and uselessness of most people's lives. But people appreciated their creative outburst very highly, although after their death, because these high-flying solo geniuses were far ahead of their time in energy. Their very stay on Earth with its highest vibrations was in sharp dissonance with the energies of the Earth and the people around them. They lived on the edge, but they also gave the strongest creative impulses to lift everyone else. Why are there no geniuses in art today? Because the general field of the Earth has risen so much that the bursts of equally talented artists are no longer so noticeable against the general high background. There are no fewer geniuses, there are more of them. Not 2 or 3 times, but millions of times. Ploughmen, high-flying singles have already ploughed the field and are no longer needed. We need real people creators who create life. Creativity is not painting or cross-stitching. Creativity is your life, which can be made a masterpiece, the coolest TV series, or you can just sit in ambush, waiting until it's all over. Wars, epidemics, catastrophes, poverty, theft and corruption. Today, people do not want money, but an increase in the intensity of life. This is not only given through money. A quick influx of money gives you a sense of freedom. But what can yesterday's slaves do in freedom? Get drunk, punch someone in the face, smash a window and then wake up with a sore head at the local police station. Today, everyone is starting to realize that this is not cool. What's the point of that? After all, you can live differently. Today, the most popular films are about doctors, various psychologists who save other people at the limit of their abilities. The main characters are super cool specialists, but they are still imperfect people with a lot of their everyday problems, with their heads, and with their psyche, and with their personal lives. They are not rich, they are not famous, but they live their little lives as intensely as possible. They are the heroes of our days, not thieves and bandits. Professional films are more in demand and popular today than about the mafia, about the rich, or about families where everyone eats each other for inheritance. Because a pro is beautiful, it's mesmerizing, it takes your breath away. These doctors, detectives, psychologists, psychics, various mentalists, they are like all of us, but they live at a different speed, in a different rhythm, at the limit of intensity. It was as if they came to their senses, woke up and decided to make up for everyone else. They are the main characters of our time. And their time has already come. But we haven't been told about this in the news yet. We already live in this world where the main characters are not bandits, rich people and corrupt officials, but cool professionals, caring people, with a warm heart, with a bright head, with a great thirst for life. It seems that humanity has already stolen, suffered, had enough and got drunk. It's time to just live and create to the limit of their capabilities. So far, there are only a few such heroes. They will plow the field like Van Gogh and millions of others will come after them. Our world is changing. It has already changed. We just don't see it if we trust various paid propagandists from the news to explain life to us. Life is not what they describe. The world does not live on wars, diseases and meetings of government officials at the highest level. If you are interested in finding out how the world lives, or rather, people in different countries who are somewhat similar to you, it is better to look through your Instagram or YouTube feed. This is real life in the present moment. There you can most often see how people make friends with animals, teach each other meditation or other useful things in contact with wildlife, mountains, the sea, the whole universe. These are not rich people, but they live in their own way, uniquely, in the most beautiful places on the planet, enjoying nature in its entirety. Their lives are richer and more beautiful than those who sit in luxurious offices and share money. Money and things are such laws. Educational toys, incentives for growth and development, and we should start to like the process of life itself, not those achievements, medals, patches on shoulder straps, praise or something like that. Only small children need praise and encouragement. To be, not to seem. This is the salvation and stability of today and tomorrow. Do what you want and can for the benefit of all living people as intensively as possible. And everything will be fine. And even if it doesn't, it's still good. The main thing is that you live, you feel alive as possible. The point is to do your job the way only you can do it and no one else. This is the center, the red line of your life. Rules, instructions, of course, are necessary, as well as practice and experience, but not in order to get approval from the authorities, earn money, and then rest on your laurels, and to live with even more power, with more intensity. Laurels are secondary if your life is at stake, which you can live, or you can oversleep, thinking only about how to feed yourself.